Luke was standing there with Leia and he gave her a kiss and dun dun dun, then the movie ends.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because every time fucking Rampage or Collision is on, right before it, I could almost guarantee is a Star Wars movie. Like, no
What?
matter what, it's always a fucking Star Wars movie. It's never not a Star Wars movie.
That is true. Why is it always a Star Wars movie? That's a good point.
I don't know. And the funniest part about that is WB doesn't own Star Wars, so there's no reason for them to play Star Wars every goddamn week. Like, they don't
Right.
own it.
It's a Disney thing.
It's so weird. Like, every time I tune in to Rampage or Collision, right before it's fucking Star Wars, some Star Wars bullshit. God damn. And
Wow.
I'm not saying the Star Wars is bullshit, even though these people, these anti-evolutionists are saying, you know what, the new Star Wars, I don't like it. It's anti-evolution. And I know your people are saying, what the fuck is anti-evolution? I'm not saying woke because white people gentrified that, so fuck them. So I'm saying anti-evolution. That's what it is. That's what it is, and that's what these people are. And they hate the new Star Wars. They hate everything about it because, oh, women, oh, um, different people, yay! What do you mean? I don't want to see the same thing happen with just a regular person. I know I'm getting too off topic. I'm too political with this bullshit, but just it, just evolve. Just fucking evolve. But no, the world is gonna go back to what the fuck it was before, and everybody's gonna go back to being anti-evolution. All right, fuck it. Let's talk about wrestling then.
Before you
So,
start, however, I do like that term. But yeah, go ahead.
so start off with something that anti-evolutionaries would be mad at: a women's match. Haha!
Yay.
And it was Hikaru Shida versus Viva Man. Now, I have a question.
Mhm.
Viva Van has been on AEW a bunch of times. Why didn't she sign?
We had the same dilemma a couple years back with Sky Blue, if you
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Like
And the funny, like,
AEW has a problem with that, and it seems. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. It seems more of an issue with the women.
yes, yes, it is because Viva Van has actually been on Ring of Honor. The same thing as Lady Frost,
I
and
was
it's
gonna say
somebody
that.
else. Like they've been on fucking AEW and Ring of Honor, and they're like, nah, we're not gonna say that you signed. Okay, well, are they signed? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
It's just, it's so weird, and especially with all of these WWE ID people coming out because they have started to list names from the WWE ID, and they're like some people that you've heard of before. And Zeta Steel is one. Jack Cartwheel. Jack Cartwheel has actually been on AEW a couple times.
Yep.
Somebody named Cappuccino Jones. I have never seen this guy before, but as soon as I saw a promo from him, I was like, I actually like this guy. And it's just been a bunch of people signed over and over. It's like, okay, because they had 20 names that they're listing out.
Yeah.
And the deal is they're under the WWE ID. WWE is going to take care of them. But if enough of a company wants them, they could go with the other company, but WWE has the first dibs on them and say, hey, they're under our contract. We want them. Or they could be like, you know what? Take that offer. Go over there. We'll get you in a couple years.
Okay, so it's fair. Sounds fair
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. Well, some people, the funny part is 90% of the people are saying this is completely fair, and 10% going, oh, it's WWE being WWE again. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Let it go. Let it fucking go.
People forget this is a fucking business. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and
It's not
like most of
not
the
for shit and giggles.
most of the 90% of people that's saying that like this is a good thing are saying the exact same thing that AEW should do the same thing. They're like AEW should do the same thing. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. It's nothing wrong with this. AEW should do the same thing. And it's like,
I
yeah,
agree.
it's just like getting in on the ground floor of an independent wrestler. And it's like, yo, maybe you can evolve into something that we could use later. And it's like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm good with that.
Same.
So, Hikaru Shida beats Viva Van. And the only other thing I'm thinking about with this match is what do they do with Hikaru Shida now? Like, she won this match. Does she go on to challenge for a title or what?
Challenge Red Velvet.
Okay, that'll work. So then we had a Harley Cameron promo. She's very entertaining, and she keeps bringing up Saraya, her mentor, and she's just very fucking entertaining. But she has no point, like, cause she didn't say anything. She just was talking, and she brought up Saraya and how she didn't lose. And I'm like, okay, but what are you talking about?
I swear she killed Soraya. I'm just
I
saying.
I think she did. Like when Saraya comes back, Saraya is gonna attack her.
Yes.
So then we had a three-way tag match, and it's the infantry versus the Dark Order versus the Kingdom, who are faces.
Still bothers you, right? Because it still bothers me.
I mean, it. The only reason it doesn't bother me is because I like those guys, but it's very weird how it just all of a sudden just like, hey guys, we're good, and everybody's like, all right. Like Jay White, he said, I'm good. They're like, I don't know about this. 3 weeks later, it's like, all right, we accept you. The Kingdom said it one day, and they're like, we're good. And they're like, all right, cool. Just with no pushback. It's like, all right, fuck it.
And like also you have an eye for this and whatever, right? Maybe it's just me, like 'cause I
Hmm.
don't see shit like you do. Their whole presentation feels heelish to me. Like it feels like all dark and whatever, like the whole devil thing, the way the music comes on, the graphics, like all that still seems devilish to me.
No, that's not what it seems like to me.
Okay.
What it seems like to me is just like it's like a cheap knockoff of the Undisputed Era. That's what it is. But the way that their like stuff is done, it's just like black. And they have like their main colors is black and white. And
Yeah.
they don't have another color, so it doesn't look like, oh, aesthetically this is cool. Like if they were the Undisputed Era, their colors would be black and gold, and
Black
like
and
you'd be
gold,
like,
yeah.
oh, you'd be like, okay, cool, I understand that. This is black and white where it's, and then the way the music starts off, it doesn't start off like normal music, but it's just the Undisputed Era music, and
Hmm.
it's like you kind of get that feel of like they're heels, but then like they come out and there's nothing heelish about them, and you're like, oh, they're not heels. They're just, okay, it's just their music sucks and they just wear black. That's it.
Yeah, 'cause the music does suck.
Yeah, because like even though it's a ripoff of the Undisputed Era, it's a cheap, bad knockoff of the Undisputed Era.
Yep.
Like I don't like it. Like there's to be honest, there's no good music in wrestling. Like there's like a handful of music where I'm like, oh shit, I like this music. Everything else is just shitty. It's just shitty. Um,
Yeah.
like I'm not even gonna apologize and be like, no, and I'm not just talking about in WWE and AEW. It's all across the board. There has not been a good song selection where it's like, oh, this is a banger. Like, yeah,
All across the board.
yes. So the Undisputed Kingdom wins this match. They take the match, and then Brian Cage comes out, and the Undisputed Kingdom is looking at him, and then Lance Archer just murders both of them.
Did they not think that was gonna happen when they didn't see Archer with him? Like what the fuck?
I, you know what? I don't know. So Roderick Strong, they're interviewing him in the back, and he goes, "You know what? I'm challenging Lance Archer to a match next week." And I'm like, "Okay." And Jake the Snake says something to him, but it's not about Archer. It's about the Beast Mortals because he has a match with him on Collision, and he's like, "Listen, you're not getting the Beast back. He's like, but that's our buddy. He's like, you're not getting him back. He's with me now, and that's how it's gonna be. And he walked off.
This
So
whole beast thing is fucking weird.
it's very weird. So then we had this funny ass thing, and it's funny because I know. So we had the vendetta. We had the vendetta walking down the street. And like if you look at it just from the aesthetics, you're like, oh my God, like they found an old tiny like Italian marketplace to walk by. Oh my God, like where would they find that? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's on Ninth Street. Like that's where food is at. I know that place. That's not even like that's not an Italian weird place. That's just Ninth Street where food's at. I know that. It was funny to me because like somebody I was watching it with was like, "Oh my God, like they really took them to an Italian old place." I'm like, "No, that's Ninth Street. That's where food is at. I know that." It was like, "Yeah, but like it's I was like, no, it just looks like that. It's just it." And that's the weird part is like there was no one there. That's why it looks bad. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. What do you mean? It's weird.
See, that is exactly why I asked you the question about the Undisputed Era and their aesthetic, because you know the shit like that.
Yeah, because it was like so like it looked like if you watch one of them old time movies with an Italian mob, like that's the place that the Italian mob is. But the place that they were at, the only reason it looked like that is because no one was there, like at that time of day. If the people were there, it would look completely different, and you'd be like, "Oh shit, this is just a regular marketplace."
Yeah,
Like, because that place used to be an Italian place gazillion years ago. Then it evolved to it's an everybody marketplace because there's literally like every fucking nationality there just selling food, and you just walk along the street and just get food. Like it's just a place. But I understand why they did it.
yeah.
I understand it. So then we had Beef and JD Drake versus Top Flight Security, and Top Flight gets the win because they have to go on to the match the next day against the Outrunners to advance to the tournament. Yeah.
Just like you said it was gonna happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. So yeah, like this is the thing. So while
Credit
the
to
match is
JD though, because
mhm,
JD Drake, like he did great in this match. Like he went toe to toe, kind of high flying with them, and he a big man.
yes. So during the match, private parties watching. They're like, yeah, we got our eyes on challengers. No, you don't. You're not challengers. So after the match, Leo Rush pulled a Rick Rude. And I know you're like, wait, what the fuck? How did he pull a Rick Rude? Because at the same time, New Japan show was running, and Leo Rush fought Ali in the New Japan show. And they're good. The only thing I don't like about like I love their matches. The only thing I don't like about it, they keep running them back every time they're in America. I don't like that.
Mm.
Like it's like they have wrestled at least 4 times every time New Japan is in America on one of the shows. It's like, hey guys, Leo Rush versus Ali, and it's like, okay, like they have good matches, but there's no story to it that I'm like, oh, I'm invested because what he did last time, he's getting revenge, and this is a thing. If that was a thing, that would have been like 3 matches ago. I was like, okay, I'm just done with it.
Like they're just matches for matches.
Yeah, exactly. But there was a lot of stuff that happened on the New Japan show, and like I am gonna get on my soapbox again because like someone said something that pissed me off, but I will get back to that. So
Okay.
the Grizzled Young Vets beat TDMK for the Strong Championships. They beat them for the Strong Championships. So that pissed me off, but it was good that the Grizzled Young Vets did it, but I was mad that TDMK lost. that was the thing. So there was a tag team match, and after the tag team match, Jack Perry came out and challenged Yota Tsuji for Russell Dynasty. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So then Takeshita challenged Shingo for night one Wrestle Kingdom. He was like, yo, January 4th is going to be me and you for the International Championship. So after he's done, Ishii just comes out and was like, all right, well, then on January 5th is me and you. And he's like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. I'm like, okay, that that set that up. I'm like, all right.
Cool.
So then we had a match where Shota Umino, like after his match, John Moxley challenges him because Shota said, like, this was a while ago. He was like, yo, I don't like the way Moxley is doing things. Maybe someone needs to fucking teach him a lesson. So Shota was like, yo, Moxley was like, yo, me and you, Russell Dynasty, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and prove that you don't know nothing. And the weird part about that is Shota Umino could be the IWGP champion when he faces Moxley. Probably won't. Or Zack Sabre could be the IWGP champion facing Ricochet, which is more likely.
Okay.
So like the card is filling out, but like it's not is it is what it is. And then Hazuki, she won a four-way to face Mercedes at the next New Japan show in America, which is I think it was like December 16th or some shit. But yeah, like shit is filling out. But the thing that pissed me off was I was listening to Dave Meltzer's podcast, and Dave Meltzer said I was watching that New Japan pay per view, the Power Struggle show, and it was so good. And all I could think of was New Japan is back. And then I got a bunch of texts from people saying New Japan's back. And I, this is once again one of the times where I just want to throw my phone because because it's like New Japan has always been good. You just don't watch because your guys aren't there. That's the problem. And then once your guys start going back, you're like, I need to watch this so I can be up to date with what's going on. Like when Takeshita was in the fucking G1, that was the first time he watched the whole G1 through in a while. But he only watched for Takeshita match, and it's like, dude, you just watching it for AEW people. Like you're not watching it because you like New Japan. You don't care anymore. You're just watching it for AEW people. Every time somebody from AEW goes over, he makes a big deal about a New Japan show, and he goes, "Well, it's like they cooled off a lot." And this is the first time he actually admitted it. He was like, "Yeah, they cooled off a lot because AEW took most of their top stars, and they're in a rebuilding phase." And it's like, well, thank fucking God you said it because that's exactly what's been going to buck on. AEW took a lot of their people and galvanized the whole entire New Japan roster. But New Japan still puts them on bears. But
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay. So Leo Rush beats Komander, and that plays into something on Collision. So now they're 1-1, which means they're going to have a third
Hopefully with a stipulation.
match. Hopefully, because there is one third match with a stipulation, so I think that like that'll probably happen too.
Yeah.
So we had the House of Black. They come out for a six-man match against the Savages, the Iron Savages.
City City, right?
Yep, that's Teddy City. Um, this match was a murder because the House of Black murdered them. And then after the match, FTR comes out. And FTR has to stare down with House of Black. If you didn't know, like next week on Dynamite, it's going to be FTR versus House of Black. Number one contenders get into the four-way.
Yeah.
So they just have this little stare down, a little back and forth. And Dax is saying this title's very important to me, and I'm going to win this tag title, and I got to go through you guys. And they just walk off. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then we get Leo Rush. And Leo Rush is talking about how he needs to fix things. Things need to get fixed. Things need to happen. And he's tired of the way things are going. And he's like, you know what? Things have to happen. So here it is. And he pulls up the MVP Hurt Syndicate card. And he says, you know what? I'm going to do you guys a favor. So on Dynamite, I'm going to take on Swerve. And I was like, this is interesting, kind of.
So he's kind of with them, I guess, or he's officially with them,
He,
whatever.
I think after the match, it'll be determined if he is or isn't.
Okay.
But I mean, it's interesting because he needs something, and then like later on, somebody else from his crew does look like they also need something. So this shakeup would be good for them. The shakeup would be good for them.
Yeah.
So we had Private Party come out because they were watching this tag team match with Top Flight Security and the Outrunners
The way you say Outrunners, though, like so with such disappointment.
because they are a disappointment to me. Like they started off as just a laughable tag team, and now they're a credible tag team. Like, and they haven't done anything that's like super special. All they do is 80 shit, and everybody loves it. Everybody's like, yeah. It's like I don't know. I don't get it. And I know somebody's probably saying, oh, it's probably because you're not from the 80s. That's
Bitch,
real wrong. like, like that's extremely wrong. I just
you heard my reaction, like, bitch.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's just not for me. What say you? How do you feel about Outrunners?
They're they're not gonna be contenders or nothing like that. They're in this match, but they're not winning that match. But as a comedy act, I like them. They're growing on me. But that's all they're gonna
Okay.
be, a comedy act.
The
They're
funny
kind of
part is,
like MXM.
listen, the funny part about this, I feel like they might wind up winning a tag title.
Oh shit.
So then we had the Acclaim, and they're talking about how they're going to win their tag match. And Anthony Bowens is hype, and Max Caster is kind of like, I'm chill today. Then he says his little thing. Then all of a sudden, here comes MVP and Sheldon and Bobby. And it's like, hey guys, you guys need something. So Anthony Bones is like, no, we don't need something. I'm leaving. And Max Caster stays around and he's like, listen, you heard him. He's leaving. You're the best wrestler in the world, you say. Why don't you come hang out with us? Max Caster gives him a look, gives him another look, and then he slowly walks away.
It's exactly the way like you called it. It's gonna be Anthony joining them.
Yep. That's going to be fucking hilarious because nobody's going to see it coming, and then it's just going to be a fucking swerve.
Yep.
So we had Beast Mortals versus Roderick Strong. And this is another win Roderick had to pick up to get the 3 wins so he could challenge MJF. So he gets the win against Beast Mortals with the finisher of a knee, the jumping knee. You like this one?
Yes. He has to keep that move. Like, cause he has probably like the best knee in the business, in my opinion. If not the best knee, it's up there, probably top 10.
So then he gets destroyed by Lance Archer. So Lance Archer is going to kill him on Wednesday.
Yep. But he's probably still gonna win.
Yeah, he's definitely going to win. So then we get a Mariah May promo. And this promo was good because at first I was like, I don't know where this is going. And she's like, everybody's talking about women's revolution, but this. He's like, you know what? The women's division is dead. He's like, this whole division is dead. And she's like, she just starts talking about how she killed the division and it's her fault that they died. And I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of fucked up.
I kind of laughed when she said that. Like, well,
Yeah. So then they interview Anna Jay, and Anna Jay's like, "You talking about killing this division? You know what? I beat you once. I'm the first person to beat you since you've been here. And you know what? I want a rematch. And how about we have a third match, a no DQ match on Wednesday for the AEW Women's Championship. But if I lose, I never get to challenge for the World Championship again." And I was like, well, you're losing.
definitely.
And I know somebody out there is like, but Private Party did the same thing and they won. Exactly. Do you hear what you just said? Private Party did the same thing and they won. That's
Like,
the
you know how
problem.
rare it is to win that stipulation?
Exactly. Like Private Party was like the only ones because Cody did it and Cody failed.
Yep,
So that's what like. As soon as she said that, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna lose. And then like the juxtaposition of what comes next is like, oh yeah, no, this makes perfect sense because she's gonna lose because Chris Statlander comes out for her match. She gets a win, but Mercedes comes out and beats the shit out of Chris Statlander for their TBS title match. And it's like they put that on right after the Anna Jay thing. So Anna Jay loses the main title, she could go for the TBS title. Two
exactly.
titles. So then we get LFI, and Roosh is talking to Beast, and he's like, "Yo," he was like, "You lost." He was like, "You lost. You need to hype yourself up because we got to go for these tag titles. Get yourself together." So they all
Grr.
get. That's exactly what he said too. So they get back on the same page, and they're gonna be going for the tag titles in a tag match. And then we have Jack Perry, and I swear to God, he just reads the internet all day because he's come out and he started putting his arms up like Raven. It's like, dude, they just straight up came out of the fucking internet. They made you be Raven, and now you're like, nope, I'm fully embracing it. I'm Raven, guys. I'm Raven. I'm Timu Raven. It's like, yeah,
Quote the
it,
jackass. Never more. Never again.
yeah, because he just doesn't have the Raven feel to me. It's
No.
Raven was a fucking anomaly, dude. Like because he hit like at the perfect time of the grunge era, and like he encapsulated everything that everybody felt all angsty and just grungy at that time. He was just like
Yes.
the perfect thing of that era, and you can't replicate that or duplicate that. And this is just like, oh, I'm just gonna try to replicate that. You can't, especially now in this era. There's nothing that you could do that you're not Raven, dude. You're not Raven.
He could be like the exact duplicate, like all the tattoos and whatever. It's not gonna hit the same.
It doesn't. So he takes on Action Andretti, who comes out looking pissed off and looking kind of cool, by the way.
Yes.
And Action Andretti just murders Jack Perry. I swear to God, that's Jack Perry's new thing. I'm gonna wrestle a guy, and the person is gonna murder me, and then I'm just gonna get the win at the end.
Unlike, and like, I hate to compare to Raven or whatever, but like, I'm taking it like he's paying for the sins and all that shit, like trying to be deep. Watch that come to play. Like he'll say something like that.
He probably will. And then Daniel Garcia comes out and says, "Look, me and you, we're fighting. You and your magical school bus, we're gonna fight at full gear." And listen, Jack Perry, you gotta man up a little bit. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta man the fuck up a little bit. Like, he grabbed Jack Perry by his fucking face and turned him to the fucking thing and pointed and was like, "Bitch, this is where we're going." It's like, dude, you can't do that to him. And Jack Perry's just like, okay, like the
No
fuck.
Raven would have fucked him up, like headbutted him or something, like before he did that shit, like straight up.
Exactly. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Even
Like,
Raven now, at his age now, would not take that shit.
exactly. But that's Jack Perry for you.
Yeah,
Then something happened that we have been waiting for a little while, right? Right?
yep.
So Julia Hart promo, she's the cheerleader. She's doing cheers. And at first I was like, I like the whole time in this promo, I'm like, I know exactly where this is going. I know exactly where this is going. Cause like she's doing the whole cheerleader thing, and I'm like, yeah, it's not that simple. Like it's gonna get dark. And then all of a sudden she sees a dark shadow and she's looking and she's still trying to do her cheer thing. Then all of a sudden the shadow brings up a bow and arrow and shoots her through the heart. And she goes down. So yeah, she's infected and she's gonna be back.
Do you think they're gonna humanize her, or she's still gonna be dark? Because if they humanize her like they did Sky Blue, I'm gonna be upset.
Dude, she died. Of course they didn't humanize her. Like this is
Uh,
even worse.
okay.
Like if they went and did the part where she got shot, I would have been like, you know what? Yeah. But she got shot through the heart, and when she went down, it flickered between that version of her and the dark version of her laying there. It was like, it was like, yeah, she's still dark. The darkness is going to consume her. If it was me, this is just me, I would have these promos go for at least 3 weeks of her turning because like this is the first one, and then she woke up, and you were like, what the fuck? So this is the first one. The next one gets deeper, and then the last one, she's fully back to being dark Julia Hart. Yeah, I'm all for it.
The only weird part, though, right,
Hmm.
is she already was dark before she got injured. So, you know,
No, she was dark.
that's what I mean. Like, she already was dark. So,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
but here's the thing though. Her getting injury, you don't know what that did to her. Like you don't know
okay.
if that broke her or what. Like so this is her configuring everything and getting back to being the darker version of her.
Okay, so she probably be even darker than she was. Got you. Okay.
Yes. So then we had Daniel Garcia and Daddy Magic, and Daddy Magic is saying, you're gonna win the title. I know you are. You deserve it. Okay. That's all I
Hey,
can
what
say.
is shit?
Okay. Yeah. So AR Fox comes out. Then they have a Nick Wayne promo. And Nick Wayne says, dude, this is great because this is the anniversary of your dad's death. And I was like, why the fuck do they keep doing this?
I said the same thing. I literally did the fucking GTA meme in my head. Like the picture came up. I'm like, here we go again.
It's like, god damn, dude. Like, this match was good, but like they gotta stop with the dead dad shit, man. It is like the funny part is like it's not even because it's sensitive to me. It's because you keep doing the same shit with everybody. It's like everybody's dad is dead. It's like so like is there like one living dad in this fucking company? Like one?
Taz,
Just give me one. Taz
Taz,
and like that according to Christian, he's dead, but like holy fuck, dude.
and he's in the
So
story. So
right? So after the match, Nick Wayne beats him. It was a good match, by the way.
yes,
So Nick Wayne takes a picture of AR Fox's dad and staples it to his face. And Nick Wayne literally says, "I never forgot what you did to me in my house." And I was like, you know what? Not even mad at it. Like I'm not even like, oh, that was too far. It's like, no, that was actually on point. Like that's actually on point. Like that was revenge.
long-term storytelling. That was good.
Exactly. That's what I was like, yeah, no, I'm good with that. So then we had MXM, and they were talking about how they slid in Johnny's DMs. So they're telling about all of this stuff, and all of a sudden, like Johnny says, "I have a match on Tuesday, and I'll be at the match, and you guys can accompany me." And then Mason says, "Did he see my hog?" And Legendary goes, ew. And Mansoor shows her the hog. And she's like, oh, that's so cute. And Mason goes, I love motorcycles. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So,
You thought for a split second it was what I thought, right?
no, I actually thought it was a pig. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna show a pig. But then I remembered like a hog is another name for a motorcycle. I was like, oh, okay,
Wild.
yes. So then they go to leave, and they was like, we're gonna leave just like Johnny left. But dude pushes them forward instead of pulling them back. And they're like, you bald idiot, that's not how it's supposed to go.
I think his name is
That was
Sebastian.
hilarious. Yes, it was fucking funny. So then we get the main event, which is the MWO versus the conglomerations for the six-man titles. So they're having this match, the match is going. Then all of a sudden, Moxley comes down with Marina Shafir. Then here comes Orange Cassidy. And I'm like, okay, this is like, they're going to fuck the matchup, right? They're fucking the matchup. No, everybody just stood outside. And nothing happened until the match was over. I'm like, oh, okay.
Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
During this match with
Mm-hmm.
Shafir, I'm thinking the
Mm-hmm.
combination needs a girl. They have a girl though. They just don't use her. But they,
True. So after the match, like Orange Cassidy beats up Willie Yuta, then he beats up Moxley, and he's beating the shit out of Moxley. And I realized the conglomeration has more people than the MWO, and they're just beating the shit out of the MWO. And Moxley ran off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And you know what's fucked up about this whole thing
but
was Wheeler Yuta hurt his ankle in the match. So then after the match, after the beatdown, Orange Cassidy jumped on Cesaro. His ankle got fucked up. So
uh,
both of their ankles is fucked up. I'm like, God damn, dude.
well, that means Vacant gets the trios titles now.
I I really hope that they're not that bad. Like, holy fuck, like, cause he was limping, and then like the other one was limping after the Orange Cassidy time. I was like, fuck, man. Like, this better not ruin the story.
I mean, ruin the titles probably.
Probably. So that was Collision and Rampage. That was the AEW portion of the show.
Yep.
So now we go over to SmackDown. And there was a lot of things that I was privy to on SmackDown before SmackDown started. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. So it started out with Roman Reigns coming out with Jimmy. And they come to the ring. And then before Roman can say anything, Jey Uso comes out. And Jey Uso has on a red Yeet shirt, which, if you look at Roman's shirt, it says OTC Yeet, which is a brand new shirt.
Yep.
And they're talking, and Jay's like, dude, he was like, listen, I know you got a lot to say, and I know you don't want to hear this, but you need to hear him out. And Roman's like, he was like, no, no, no. He was like, trust me, dog, you need to hear him out. So Sammy comes out, and Sammy's like, listen, I came there to help Jay, but being in that ring, it felt like old times. It felt like everything was back to normal. And then he was like, I know you felt it too. You love me. It didn't like the bad part was like he said you love me and immediately they went back to being normal because Jimmy broke, Jay broke, and then Roman broke, and his fucking Sammy goes, he's like, I can tell you love me because I can see you smirk. And they just all breaking. Sammy, I was like, oh, I fucking missed this. I fucking missed this.
I know Roman said in his head, like, God damn it, you did it to me again. Fuck.
That shit was so good. Like, oh man, it was so good. So then Roman said to him, he was like, you're not family. And Sammy said, I can forgive all of that. I just want an apology. And he was like, not to me, to Jey Uso. And Roman apologized to Jay. But Roman told him, he was like, this is family business. You're not family. Get out of here. So, yeah,
Was something.
it was something. And so Sammy went back, and Roman said, Solo, I'm going to beat your ass. But then Jacob Fatu came up on the screen and cut a promo. And I lie to you not, like everybody who's never heard Jacob Fatu cut a promo was like, oh my God, this guy's fucking awesome.
You know the funny part, right? At least to
Hmm.
me, that was his first ever
Hmm.
PG promo. Great fucking
I think it
promo.
was. I think it was his first ever PG promo.
Because like at MLW, he cursed like a motherfucker. So
Hmm.
so he's great. He's great.
So then we see Roman and the Usos. And Jay's talking to Roman. Jay's like, dude, he's like, what? He's like, why'd you treat him like that? Roman's like, you care about him so much, you could go too. And Jay was like, yo, I told you, you better not disrespect me again. You disrespect me again, I'm gone. He's like, you know what? This is your one time. He's like, you better not do it again. And then Roman was looking sad. And Jimmy's like, dog. He was like, why you do that? He was like, you could go with your brother. And Jimmy was like, man, this is crazy.
Like he came at everybody. Like what the fuck?
Yep. So then we had Bailey versus Candice LeRae. And this match was a good match. Here's the weird part about this later on. When they do the rundown of what happened in the show, like the little graphics that they have up on the corner, they totally fucking botched it because Bailey beat Candice LeRae. But later on in the graphic, it says Candice beat Bailey. I was like, what the fuck? Like, they fucked that up.
Maybe because she was supposed to win.
Yes. So then we get the Motor City Machine Guns, and Johnny's talking to him. And Johnny's like, he's like, yeah, it's so great to have you guys. Well, like, I can't wait for us to have our tag match. And then Ciampa, in a leather jacket, came up to Johnny and was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? We're supposed to be a tag team. This is how it's supposed to go. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, why are you being this way? We're here for the tag titles. He's like, we need to get our heads on straight. And then when Ciampa walked off, if you look at the back of the leather jacket, it's the black heart jacket. He has the black heart jacket.
Uh,
And then Randy Orton walked by. And Randy walked out to the ring. And Randy calls out Kevin Owens. He's like, yo, fuck all this. Kevin Owens, where you at? Because their match didn't end, and Randy wanted to put the beats on this guy. He's like, where are you? We need to talk. So Kevin is Kevin comes out. They're trying to hold him back. They're trying to hold him back. Kevin gets in the ring. Randy and him start fighting. He beats the shit out of Randy, and then he does the unthinkable. He hit a pile driver.
which I swear people done in WWE, but whatever.
No, 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 no. They've only done one other time, and that was like recently, and it was like in a random match. But like it was used like as a very like plot device because it took Randy out because Randy had to be stretchered out.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like I seen a lot of people, well, a lot of AEW haters was like, "Is this a pile driver? Is this a pile driver?" And then everybody else had to put it in a context. It's like, first off, that move has been banned from WWE for such a long time, and for them to use it and use it in a spot like this was great. Like it made it like it carried the weight of using this move in like this whole capacity of what a pile driver could do. It could hurt you, take you out. That's why it's been banned, and this is the first time it's been on WWE television in forever. And that popped a lot of people, and like everybody was like, "Oh shit, this is fucking awesome."
Yeah, I didn't think about that. For some odd reason, I thought they were doing it like consistently. I must confuse it with AEW.
Yes. So then we had DIY versus Pretty Deadly, and this shit was fucking hilarious because we had we had them, and Ciampa beat the shit out of both Pretty Deadly, hit the fairy tale ending, 1, 2, 3, and left. And he told Johnny, "This is how it goes." And Johnny's like, "Oh, okay." And he walked off, and Johnny walked behind him, was like, "Yo, like, what the fuck?" Ciampa beat both of their asses by himself.
By
Yeah,
himself, yeah. Fucking
the
crazy.
black, the black heart is coming, and I'm ready for it.
Michael Cole
I'm ready
even
for
said it. He was like, "This reminds me of when he was a Blackheart."
it. So then we get Candice LeRae and Tiffy. And Tiffy is like, "You're a loser. Like, Nia doesn't want to hang out with you, loser. So get away." And Candice is like, "Dude, but you haven't done nothing to help Nia. You just caused more trouble." And Nia's like, "Tiffy, we have to go for the tag team champions." And she's like, "Okay." No, Tiffy says we had to go for the tag team champions. And Nia's like, "I'm already a champion. Like, we don't need this." And so they're about to face Jade and Bianca. So they have this match. The match is going. And it's just like, so I'm like, all right, cool, this match is going. And Candice is the reason that the match ends the way it does.
Yep.
Like, I was kind of surprised because, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was not thinking about Candice getting in this match because I was like, all right, she's gonna let something happen to Tiffany and then she's gonna come in and get in this match. So Naomi comes out, and then that distracts Tiffy, and Tiffy gets hit with the KOD 1, 2, 3.
It would have been nice to
Question.
like have them go for the tag team titles. What's the question?
I know, but question. So we see Jade Cargill standing in front of Nia, and it got a huge pop from the crowd.
Yes.
How did you feel about it?
I was good with it. They have history. Remember, technically, Nia is the first person to beat her since she's been in the WWE. Beat by, I forget if it was count out or DQ. I know she damn sure didn't pin her, but and she's
Hmm.
the first one to beat her. And like, it has something to do with her daughter and all that. So there's beef there. And like,
Yes.
factor in the title, great. I'm good with it.
So I'm all for that.
Yes.
So then we had our second tag team match, which is surprising, and it was the Motor City Machine Guns versus A Town Down Under.
Raise your fist.
Fuck.
I hate that
Like,
song. Like it should say like raise your hand or something. Even so, though that's bad, like it still sounds bad, but it makes more sense to them.
yes, it does. And during the match, Corey actually said the thing. He said, "Hail Saban."
Yes, I popped.
I did too. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like he said the thing, because like that is a thing that we have been through Chris Saban's career, and Hail Saban was a thing that we loved.
Yes.
So yeah, because we even downloaded them and put them in like one of the fucking SmackDown games
Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because it was so cool. But like that was a thing.
You
So
remember when what's his name? Shelly was a paparazzi too? Like
hmm
I remember past gimmick of his too.
yes. So then we get a backstage thing with DIY saying we're going for the tag titles, and then the Street Profits show up and like, no, 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 that's not what's happening. We already talked to Nick Aldis, and we're getting a tag title shot next.
It's official.
And yes, it was official. And DIY was angry, and the Street Profits was like, nah, fam, we're gonna get this tag team title match. The only bad thing about this was the promo that he cut. on fucking Twitter
Yes, I see
with
it.
Byron Saxton was fucking phenomenal. And it's just like at that point, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, I swear to God, I hope they lose a tag title match. And I know you're like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, because I want Montez Ford as a single star. Like, I
And
hope they lose a fucking tag title match because that promo was so good. Like, he's even brought up that Bobby left, but I was like,
yeah.
damn.
And then this gave
So
vibes that if they lose, they're breaking up. They didn't officially say it, but to me, it came across that way.
that's what it feels like, and that's why I hope they lose. I really hope they
Yes.
lose. So then we got something that not only did I predict months ago, I even text Renegade and he totally ignored my text. So we got the reveal of the U.S. Championship.
Yeah. Uh, I'm like halfway with it. I like it, but they could have changed the design a little bit.
I I'm okay, like I'm totally okay with it because like I knew this was coming. The only thing is, I swear to God, I hope they don't do that fucking dumb shit ass way that they have tournaments nowadays. I really hope they just do a straight up single elimination tournament instead of the fuck shit that they do with the tag titles. I just want a straight up single elimination tournament to get to the winner. That's all I want. That's all I want. Please give me that.
So
Jesus.
you mean like don't have like a three-way to get into the fucking tournament, which is another three-way to then have the title, like the title match.
Yes, I fucking hate that. They have been doing it. I want to rope tie up whoever came up with that concept. It was like, hey, this is more innovative. No, I want to rope tie you and put you on the back of a truck and make you sit there for hours. Okay?
Innovative doesn't always mean good.
Yes.
Now,
So,
question, right?
uh-huh,
Does
uh-huh.
this mean the female IC title is coming then? Like, I think more than likely it is, but that's coming soon then, right?
Listen, this is how I feel that this is gonna happen, and this is gonna be fucking hilarious because I feel like it's announced it's gonna be a thing, and in like 2 weeks, Pierce is gonna be so pissed off because women are gonna be like, "Yo, I want to be in that U.S. title tournament. I want to be in that U.S. title tournament." He's gonna get so pissed off that he's gonna be like, "No, we're gonna have our own title, and it's gonna be the women's IC title." I bet you that's exactly what's gonna happen.
I see that.
Cause like that's how I feel like it's gonna happen. Cause like there are two sets of titles, so it's gonna be a women's IC title, but I don't know how they're gonna introduce it.
Yeah.
Cause like the only other way is like it's controversy at the end, and you can't figure out who is the real champion, and then they decide, oh, this one person is a U.S. champion, and the other person is like, yo, I literally had the match too, and then they'd be like, all right, here's an IC title for you. That's the only other way, and I hate that way, but
I
I
like
hope
your
it's
way
the
better
first way.
because they like then the IC title doesn't have a great presentation like this one had, you know?
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah.
So then we have the undisputed tribal chief ceremony, and Solo and the Savage Bloodline come out, and they call out Roman, and Roman comes out, and Solo's like, "Yeah, you're gonna acknowledge me," and he's like, "No," and he's like, "No," he's like, "I'm the original tribal chief," and Solo literally says it was like, "How are you the tribal chief when you don't have a tribe?"
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, he doesn't have a tribe. So then Solo was like, "Oh, I guess you want to go to war. So you get four guys to go against my guys." And Roman's like, "It's only four you in the ring." And then Solo says, "But my fifth guy." And then here comes Sami Zayn.
Did you buy it at that point? Like he was with Solo?
Dude, I didn't buy it for shit. Like like the bad part was when he said five guys, I was like, he was like, yeah, you need to get four guys. I was like, are you nervous? Like, you fucked up because that's not how many guys are in war games. How did you just miscount? And then when Sammy came out, I was like, oh, they're doing a Sammy tease. Okay, I got it. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. Because I
Because
was
he
like,
did
you
stutter a little bit, so you could take it like he fucked up, but like the four part meant to happen.
yeah. I was like, oh, god damn it. So he gets in the ring, and Sammy's standing there, and they just go to war. They just start fighting because Sammy just helps out Roman. He starts fighting with Solo, and then here comes Jimmy and Jay, and all four of them beat the shit out of the Savage Bloodline. And Jay puts up his one, Jimmy puts up his one, Sammy's staring directly at Roman, Roman's staring directly at Sammy. Sammy puts up the one, Roman puts up the one. They turn to the camera, everybody has their one. So
Awesome picture right there.
yes, but here's the best part about this. And
Hmm.
like I don't know if this was intentional or what the fuck it was, but it made the visuals so cool because it just was like this fucked up version of a thing. Because you have them all putting up their ones. And if you look in the background, Tamataga is limping by and he just has this face of pure anger. While they're in the ring with their ones up, and he's just looking at them and he's slowly walking by. And it's like, I don't think that was intentional, but it just felt like pure hatred. So even if it wasn't intentional, it's just like the gravity of him walking by the way he did and just giving this look, and it was like, I know that wasn't intentional, but holy shit, that felt like a moment. Because it's like he's watching them all be together and come back and they're going to go against his squad, and it just felt like pure hatred. It felt like he hated them.
That made
So
it feel
yeah,
more real.
yes, I love that because it was like it was so out of pocket. It was like, huh, that was random. Because at first I was like, Connor, why are you in the shot? Why are you in the shot? And then like it just the way it looked was like, oh, that's not how it was supposed to go down. But like, damn, dude, like that actually was good.
Now, we'll probably change our minds later and whatever, but I just have to ask you now.
Hmm.
Which bloodline do you think is gonna win?
So there has been theories floated around, and I'm with both. Like I'm with both.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Like I don't know because the one theory floating around is Sammy turns heel on the original Bloodline, and
Hmm.
that starts up a whole thing. And it's like I like that story. The story sounds plausible because it would have Sammy be heel and do this whole thing.
Yeah.
But but the thing that I like more, way more, is Sammy staying good, Sammy staying with them, but then we have the whole Kevin Owens flips on Sammy. Because
Yes.
Kevin's thing is like, why the fuck are you guys hanging out with with Roman? Stop hanging out with Roman. Fuck Roman. Roman's an asshole. Stop hanging out with Roman. Stop hanging out with Roman. And that's the thing. Like, I want them to be the total fucking opposite of what they were in the last WrestleMania they had. Because
Yes.
remember, the WrestleMania that they had, Sammy was a bad guy, KO was the good guy. Now we have good guy Sammy, bad guy KO.
Yes. Yes.
And one of one of the good things that's going to come about that is if you tell the story right, you can have this thing where Kevin Owens keeps saying, you'll never be world champion. You will never do it. There's nothing that you can do. You will never be champion. You will never be world champion. And he puts it in his head. And Sammy beats him at WrestleMania. And then after the match, Sammy just has this like he goes on this journey where he's like, "Yo, I really want to be world champion. I have to find a way to be world champion." And he keeps saying it, and then eventually we get Sammy winning the world title, and like within the next year, and it's like, okay, this all lined up and it made sense.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be the way to go. Like that would be the way to go.
Because I was gonna say I think the OGs are gonna lose because as of right now, because they still have a missing piece, Heyman,
What's the
of
missing?
course.
Yeah, no, no, he's coming back. He'll be back next
Yeah.
week.
Okay. Like like if everything's back together, then it's more of a toss up. But as of right now, without Heyman, to me it's obvious they're gonna lose because there's still dissension. Regardless if they were together this Friday, there's still a little bit of dissension there.
No, Heyman's coming back.
Oh, okay.
So last words.